Early in my career, I faced a sales challenge that felt like climbing Mount Everest. It was a daunting task that seemed insurmountable at the time. The pressure was immense, and the stakes were high. Every day felt like a battle, and every client was a new mountain to conquer. I was young, hungry, and selling financial products on Wall Street. The energy of the financial district was electrifying, and I was determined to make my mark. I spent countless hours perfecting my sales pitch, believing that my enthusiasm and drive would be enough to win over any client. I thought I had all the answers. I was confident, maybe even a bit overconfident. I believed that my polished pitches and aggressive tactics were enough to close any deal. I was convinced that my approach was foolproof. I believed my polished pitches and aggressive tactics were enough. I had rehearsed my presentations to perfection, memorized every statistic, and crafted compelling narratives to sell my products. I was ready for anything, or so I thought. I was wrong. My confidence was shattered when I faced the reality of the situation. One day I walked into a meeting with a high-profile investor. I was determined to close a big deal. This was my chance to prove myself, to show that I had what it takes to succeed in the cutthroat world of finance. I was determined to close a big deal. I had prepared meticulously for this meeting, leaving no stone unturned. I launched into my well-rehearsed presentation. I rattled off statistics. Extolled the virtues of my products, and painted a rosy picture of financial success. But something was off. Despite my best efforts, I could sense that the investor was not impressed. And painted a rosy picture of financial success. But something was off. The investor sat there, stone-faced, arms crossed. He wasn't buying what I was selling. His expression was unreadable, and I could feel my confidence waning. He wasn't buying what I was selling. Rejection hit me like a ton of bricks. I left that meeting feeling defeated and deflated. What had gone wrong? Rejection hit me like a ton of bricks. I left that meeting feeling defeated and deflated. What had gone wrong? I replayed the meeting over and over in my mind, trying to pinpoint my mistakes. I left that meeting feeling defeated and deflated. What had gone wrong? That experience was a wake-up call. It forced me to confront a hard truth. I had been so focused on my own agenda, on closing the deal. That I had failed to understand the needs of the person sitting across from me. I realized that I had been talking at the investor, not with him. I'd been so focused on my own agenda, on closing the deal, that I had failed to understand the needs of the person sitting across from me. I'd been so wrapped up in my own world that I forgot to listen, to truly connect with the person I was trying to sell to, that I had failed to understand the needs of the person sitting across from me. This realization was a turning point in my career. I began to see the importance of empathy, of understanding my clients' needs and concerns. It wasn't just about making a sale. It was about building relationships, about trust and mutual respect. This lesson changed the way I approached my work, and ultimately, it made me a better salesperson and a better person. That painful experience on Wall Street became a pivotal turning point in my career. It was a moment of profound realization, a wake-up call that forced me to rethink everything I thought I knew about sales and success. I had always believed that the key to closing deals was a combination of charisma, persuasive presentations, and relentless follow-ups. But that day I learned a different lesson. I realized that true sales success wasn't about slick presentations or high-pressure tactics. It wasn't about dazzling clients with fancy jargon or overwhelming them with data. Instead, it was about something much more fundamental, something that often goes unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of the business world. It was about something much deeper, understanding the needs of your customer. This understanding required a shift in perspective, a move away from seeing clients as mere targets or numbers on a spreadsheet. It meant seeing them as individuals with unique needs, desires, and concerns. I went back to the drawing board. I started asking questions. I paid attention. I began to listen, really listen to what my clients were saying. I took notes, not just on their words, but on their body language, their tone of voice, and the emotions behind their words. I truly listened to what people were saying, and what they weren't saying. I learned to read between the lines, to pick up on the subtle cues that often reveal more than words ever could. This deeper level of listening opened up a whole new world of understanding. I discovered that behind every objection, every hesitation, there was a deeper need waiting to be met. These needs were often unspoken, hidden beneath layers of politeness or professional decorum. But once I started to uncover them, I found that I could address them in ways that truly resonated with my clients. Once I started focusing on the needs of my customers, everything changed. My approach became more empathetic, more tailored to each individual. I was no longer just selling a product or a service. I was offering solutions that genuinely improved their lives or businesses. My sales soared, but more importantly, the quality of my relationships with my clients improved dramatically. They began to see me not just as a salesperson, but as a trusted advisor, someone who truly cared about their success. More importantly, I began to build genuine relationships based on trust and mutual understanding. These relationships were built on a foundation of listening and empathy, and they proved to be far more rewarding than any quick sale could ever be. In the end, it was this shift in mindset that made all the difference. So how do you unlock the secret of identifying customer needs? It starts with active listening. This is more than just hearing the words people say. It's about being fully present, engaged, and genuinely interested in what the other person has to say. Put away your phone. Silence your inner dialogue. Make eye contact. Listen with your whole body, not just your ears. Pay attention to their tone of voice, their body language, and their facial expressions. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to learn and connect. Observation is another powerful tool in your sales arsenal. Pay close attention to your customer's environment, their behavior, and their nonverbal cues. What does their office space tell you about their priorities and values? What are their pain points? What are their aspirations? Notice their clothing, their accessories, the books on their shelves. These details can provide valuable insights into their interests and lifestyle. The more you observe, the better equipped you'll be to understand their needs and tailor your approach accordingly. Remember, details matter. The smallest observation can often reveal the biggest insights. Section 5. Understanding, the bridge to success. Once you've mastered the art of listening and observation, you need to take the next step, understanding. This is where you connect the dots and develop a deep understanding of your customer's motivations, desires, and challenges. Ask clarifying questions. Don't be afraid to dig deeper and uncover the why behind their statements. Empathy is key. Put yourself in their shoes. Try to see the world from their perspective. The more you understand your customer, the better equipped you'll be to offer solutions that truly meet their needs. Section 6. The power of putting needs first. When you prioritize your customer's needs, you create a powerful shift in the sales process. You move from a transactional mindset to a transformative one. You're no longer just selling a product or service, you're offering solutions, building relationships, and making a real difference in people's lives. This approach requires a genuine desire to serve others. It demands that you check your ego at the door and focus on creating win-win outcomes. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you consistently prioritize your customers' needs, you build trust, loyalty, and long-term success. Section 7. You have the power to transform lives. Never underestimate the power of your words and actions. Every word you speak, every gesture you make has the potential to create a ripple effect that can change someone's life for the better. As a salesperson, you have the ability to make a real difference in the lives of your customers. It's not just about selling a product or service. It's about building relationships, understanding needs, and providing solutions that truly matter. You can help them solve problems, achieve their goals, and live more fulfilling lives. Embrace this responsibility with enthusiasm and dedication. When you take the time to listen and understand, you become more than just a salesperson. You become a trusted advisor and a partner in their journey. See yourself as a problem solver, a trusted advisor, a partner in their success. Your role is crucial in helping them navigate challenges and find the best possible solutions. This mindset not only enhances your professional relationships, but also brings a deep sense of personal satisfaction. When you approach sales with this mindset, you unlock a level of fulfillment and impact that goes far beyond the transaction. You start to see the bigger picture and realize that your efforts contribute to the overall well-being and success of others. Remember, you have the power to transform lives, one interaction at a time. Each conversation, each connection is an opportunity to make a positive difference. Embrace this power and use it wisely, knowing that your impact can be profound and lasting. Section 8. The universal key to sales success. No matter what industry you're in, no matter what product or service you're selling, the key to unlocking sales success is always the same. Find out what people need and give it to them. It's a simple formula, but it requires effort, empathy, and a genuine desire to serve. But when you master this principle, you unlock unlimited potential. You create a ripple effect of positive impact that extends far beyond the sale itself. This is the essence of true salesmanship. Section 9. Now go out and change the world. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have the power to achieve extraordinary things. Now go out there and make it happen. Listen intently, observe carefully, and strive to truly understand the needs of every person you encounter. Embrace the challenge, celebrate the victories, and never, ever give up on your dreams. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Now go out there and change the world, one sale at a time.